Welcome back to my cat grooming salon. Today's little friend is Archie. Archie is a 4-year-old shaded silver Persian, and he is a super fluffy, hairy boy. So even though he comes in on a regular grooming schedule, in the colder months he can get super hairy. So we've got a lot of dead hair and some mats that we're gonna have to remove today without giving him a full body haircut. I'll do a little bit of face trimming again, no trimming whiskers. I'll put the e-collar on. Even though he doesn't really get grouchy at all, he can get really wiggly. And so I just want to make sure I'm not going to be snipping off anything I shouldn't. I start with his nails, and then we're going to do a sanitary trim and a full belly shave, which is going to help keep his armpits and his belly from getting matted in between appointments. So after I finish up with his rough belly shave, we're going to go to the bathtub. And like I mentioned, he's not really an aggressive kitty, but he does what I call supermanning, which means he takes these flying leaps to get out of the tub. And so I just have to kind of be aware that he does that to keep him nice and safe within the tub instead of jumping off into the ground. He's actually pretty calm for most of it. And a lot of you have been asking me, how do I keep cats from jumping out and from freaking out in the tub? And a lot of it is to just use your hands and gently be firm, but we're also being supportive. So if he starts wiggling around, flailing his legs, I just get him under control and have him kind of relax back into the tub. And he goes through these phases of where he'll relax and be really calm in the bathtub, and then he'll go back to supermanning just to keep me on my toes. So I just have to be aware that he does this and be really quick to use my hands and my body to prevent him from jumping out of the tub and going splat on the floor, because I don't want him to do that. I take off the e-collar and do a little bit around his head. I make sure that I don't get water into his eyes, ears, nose, or mouth. And then I squeegee excess water off, and I'm gonna wrap him in a nice big fluffy towel. Once he's nice and wrapped up in the towel, we'll clean his eyes and ears. For eye cleaner, I like saline solution, and for home use, you can pick up a brand called Hyponic. They make a no-stain cat ear cleanser that you can get through Amazon. I'll put on his happy hoodie, and then he and I are gonna go to the blow dryer. And all that supermanning makes a big mess on my floor with water, so I try to wipe that up before I go to the blow dryer. The blow dryer is going to get out a lot of the dead hair that he's got hanging on in his coat. It's a really important step, and luckily he does great with it. But sometimes he can get a little dramatic. I use both my high velocity and my stand dryer just to make sure I can get all the knots and tangles, especially on the inside of his back legs. After the blow dryer, I'll do a final comb out on the table and make sure I've got all the rest of the dead hair out, and so he can go home soft and fluffy. Thanks so much for watching, and follow me for more cat grooming videos. Bye!